it's a good time now. Why don't everybody go ahead and get into the link, and let's get going into the presentation. So if you log in, this is the first thing you should see. You should see a black screen. You'll have the recycle bin, edge, and team. So everybody go ahead and double click on Teams right here where my cursor is at and open it up.
Now, there might be a situation when you open up your Teams and it's really, really small. I did that first yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, how do I make this bigger? So why don't we first kind of talk about that and talk about the presence and who they are, Andres, if you don't mind, just to
Okay,
help
not a
them
problem.
resize their environment.
Yes, so first thing, we were doing a training yesterday, and I couldn't get this to even out it, and then Sherman was like, just maximize. I was like, okay, all right, perfect. It's that easy. So now we're there. But that being said, maybe you're showing something on your screen and the text is not large enough. Maybe you want to zoom in a little bit. You can actually go ahead right here where your face is at. You see the picture? You can click on that. And right here where the zoom function is at, we can actually look and resize and change the size of the look. So you can actually zoom in further and it's easier to see different things. You can make it smaller, you can go back and forth. And then one of the coolest things that they have here, which I really enjoy, because in terms of productivity, you want to know whether or not somebody is either available, are they on Teams, or are they away. So depending on the color that's right next to the person's face, you can see whether or not somebody. So for example, right here, I'm red, so it's saying that I'm actually busy, maybe because we're doing this presentation, right? If it was green, it would say I was available. It could also be yellow and I'm actually not on Teams. If I look right here into my Teams where I'm circling, Pradeep is right here and you see it's yellow. So he is away from Teams right now. He's not available. And I'll know if he didn't respond to my message, he didn't respond to my post, it's probably because he's not on Teams. So that's something we like to share, and it's a good way to just kind of get organized within Teams. With that being said, when we describe Teams, we kind of want to give like a quick outlook on exactly what you're looking at. So as you see right here, all of this is going to correspond with what you press on this left-hand side. There's 5 bars. You have activity, chat, Teams, calendar, and then this ellipses has the calls and the file section as well. You can also add additional apps onto this side, but typically we just have it look like this. And again, I also want to say, please feel free to use the Q&A if I'm moving too fast, if you guys don't understand something, if you have a question on anything, please, Sherman and Richard are going to both be there looking at that. So everyone, please go ahead and press activity for me. That's the first thing I need you guys to do. I want to cover that really quickly. Activity is important because it is an alert for any kind of activity that you see happen within your feed. Either somebody can message you, they can chat you, they can give you a planner notification. Any kind of notification is gonna pop up here. So a best practice that we typically tell anyone that we're instructing is the first thing you do as soon as you log into Teams is check your activity. So if you guys click the activity, you can see all these different things. Right? I got added to a team. I got mentioned here, they added me. This is where you see all the notifications. So activity is relatively simple, but you always want to make sure to check it to see if anything is going on.
Yeah,
Next.
so the other thing to just add on to that one, Andres, is, I liken it to, compare it to most people just click on Outlook first. That's the first thing they do. But you really should now use this Teams to click on this, because you can click down, like, you're away at nighttime, and at nighttime people are sending things or, mentioning things to you. So this is really like the very first thing you want to do. You can look at your activity, what you did, and you can also look at what people have sent to you. And all you need to do is just click on whatever it is, and it'll take you to where they posted. So you might be part of in many different teams. You might be part of like 4 teams or 4 different channels, and if you're collaborating in something with specific people, this is just a great way to find it, right? Find things really simple. That's like number 1. And you might want to also touch on the search bar up top. Andres, you have a great way of explaining that.
So the search bar is really just as simple as it sounds. It's a search bar. You can click it and you can type in anything. Why do I really like the search bar? I like the search bar because Teams has a great way of organizing exactly what you're looking for. So say I'm searching for the marketing reports. I'll go ahead and click marketing. it gives you 3 different sections of information. So the first section is it's going to give you, actually, let me give you guys a second. Everybody go ahead and click marketing into the search bar. I don't want to go too fast. I'll give you guys about 10 seconds to go ahead and do that. Everybody go ahead and click that in so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. And what's going to happen is when you type in the marketing, it's going to give you 3 different sections of information. So it's going to look for marketing whenever that was mentioned or any kind of files that are associated with that within messages. Okay, so you can see all these are different messages where marketing is mentioned. It's going to have people who have to do with the marketing field. Nothing is in there right now. And it's also going to have any files that correspond to what you're searching for as well. So like I said, it's just extremely efficient for finding any information and for finding any files that you need to look for. So highly recommend.